sunny Zagville. The sun indeed did come up. Now it's set again tonight, but a chance for another victory. Number 10 Gonzaga breaks 7-2 on the season. They welcome in Mississippi Valley State. They are 0-9 out of the Southwestern Athletic Conference. A chance tonight to re-rev the engine. Great to see everyone again. Greg Heister, Richard Fox, Dan, we've sent down on assignment. Okay. Boy, the hangover of that loss against the University of Washington on Saturday, you got to flush it quick.
Yeah, something about that loss feels a little different. Seems to have lingered longer than some others, but you're absolutely right. You got an opportunity tonight, but obviously the big game coming up on Friday. You've got to turn the page.
All right, let's go back and relive the final few possessions of that game on Saturday against the University of Washington. This a big bucket. This put the Huskies up the stage.
Yeah, one of several big buckets hit by Wheeler and others for the Huskies. And this down the stretch, just Gonzaga had some turnovers, forcing the issue, really getting away from what they wanted to do offensively. Here you see Nembhard really trying to thread the needle, gets bumped, probably leads to look for a shot. Gonzaga just really off of their pace, not playing the way they normally do down the stretch, and they paid for it against the Huskies.
And look, it was kind of two different halves over there in Seattle on Saturday. Sacs got off to a good start, put up 48 points.
Yeah, they just 25 in the second half. Could not buy a bucket from three, but really the shot quality wasn't what you saw in the first half. And just the 1 assist to 9 turnovers, careless with the ball, just very uncharacteristic for a Zag team.
Now look, the one thing that's been steady the entire season for Gonzaga is their defense. They created 19 turnovers on Saturday against Washington. They got to get back to that.
Yeah, look, I thought defensively, even down the stretch, they got multiple stops against the Huskies, just not able to convert offensively. They've got to get back to that. You hear Watson with 5 steals against the Huskies, and this is how when Gonzaga is at their best. This is what we've seen here. All 5 guys moving without the ball, little dribble handoff action, swing the ball all the way around, nice layup from Hickman. And then here, earlier in the year, Watson gets doubled, patience from Hickman up top. Huff occupies the defense in the middle of the lane there. Easy shot for Stromer on the perimeter. Just a better tempo on those offensive possessions, and that defense leading the offense.
All right, we need a few of those threes to drop tonight, because remember, it's the University of Connecticut up next. Zags need to get it rolling against the Delta Devils. Starting lineup, the tip-off when we come back live from Spokane. And welcome back to beautiful Spokane, Washington. Look at that, the Spokane River. That water going to rush over the Spokane Falls in about 100 feet. Beautiful shot. Great job by Tom Holmberg.
As always.
As always. All right, here's tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Numerica Credit Union. Money answers for people who know Gonzaga does, in fact, exist. Plus, show your Bulldog pride with your Zags debit card offered only at Numerica, federally insured by NCUA. Nembhard, Stromer, Hickman, EK, and Watson for Gonzaga. Brown, Sanders, Gibson, Minton, and Waldron. And if you're wondering, it's Brown and Sanders who are in double digits for Mississippi Valley State. George Ivory in his second season as the head coach, 5-36 on the season. Of course, head coach Mark Few in his 25th year. All right, Richard, this game is on the schedule. Why? Let's get that out early.
Well, look, often you're scheduling out 2-3 years in advance. You're trying to fill the schedule in. Obviously, Gonzaga is scheduled up like they do always this year. I think you're trying to fill the gaps a little bit. And these are good opportunities to work on who you are against teams that aren't quite at the level of some of the others you played.
Here's tonight's keys to the game brought to you by Northern Quest Resort and Casino.
Yeah, look, make the simple play. Another way to say this is trust your offense. It felt like down the stretch against the Huskies, Gonzaga really abandoned what they'd been doing the first 30 minutes offensively and tried to do it on their own. Trust each other. Make the simple play offensively. Your offense is going to lead you to good shots.
Yes, and let it go. Turn the page. Great song by Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. Oh, I can hear it now. What a voice.
You got a verse for me or no? We're going to do it later? Later?
I can't do it. We're just starting. Maybe when everybody goes away for the night, maybe I'll.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold you to that.
All right. It might be worth sticking around for, honestly. No, I'm just kidding. All right, we're underway. Greg Heister, Richard Fox, Dan Dickow over in Portland working for the Trailblazers tonight on their studio show. His loss for not being here. This is Brown into the corner. Dusty Stromer right there. The Delta Devils working around. 5 on the shot clock. Ball has not gotten inside the three-point line until now. Shot for 3 is off from Raekwon Brown. What do you want to see from Gonzaga here in the first few possessions?
I mean, first, their approach. You talked about turning the page, moving on. Obviously, a tough loss on Saturday. What's the approach here tonight? Is it professional? Are you dialed in, or is it going to be a struggle?
And ball out of play. Possession will stay with Gonzaga with 14 on the shot clock. And not to keep beating a dead horse, but I'm not sure we've seen a Gonzaga team finish a game. I'm sure there was one at some point in time. I don't remember one, the way they couldn't finish on Saturday.
Well, look, you're going to lose this. Ike gets the nice feed from Stromer, gets fouled. He's going to get the free throw. You're going to lose games. I think it's more about how they lost the game. Not that they gave it away, but they just didn't put themselves in a position down the stretch to make those winning plays. And I think that's what's most jarring about it. But if nothing else, look, this team is going to grow a lot this year. We've talked about that. Those are the opportunities. First true road game for a lot of these kids on the team. First time playing that kind of environment together. They're going to improve and get better from that experience.
And I think that's part of the downside of getting off to this great start in the game with Purdue. Then they beat Syracuse, UCLA. They beat USC. Everybody just assumes this team will roll through these teams. They still got to play their best.
Yeah, look, especially the Huskies, they believe that they're going to have a good year. And that's a team with a lot of talent. If they could ever put it together, that's a tough out.
Anton Watson with a jump hook. Gonzaga up 5-2. And I think lost in the conversation on Saturday has been Gonzaga's dominance in the Pac-12. And also, like, that game was everything for the University of Washington.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes. It was everything. They stormed the floor.
20 years, yes. It's remarkable.
Yeah. Expectations have changed. Anton Watson right in front of us. And, maybe I'm just getting old or whatever it is, but as these seasons drip on and these players, a guy like Anton Watson, I appreciate him more and more every possession of every game he plays. He's a legit star.
He does it in so many different ways. Didn't shoot it well against the Huskies, but 13 rebounds, 5 steals. What you love is a guy who isn't reliant on just one part of the game. If his shot's not there, he's still going to find a way to make an impact. He's done that now for coming up on a full 5 years.
And he's climbing the all-time steals list here at Gonzaga as well. 3 on the way from Reynolds. Hickman with the rebound. Gonzaga up by 5 with the ball. Ike off to a fast start with 5 points. Stromer had the loose ball. And possession will stay with GU. Ryan Nembhard. Inside out. Stromer's 3 is long.
And that's a great shot against his zone. Get the ball into Ike. Quick decision on his part. Gets it out to Stromer for a catch and shoot 3. Those are the types of shots your offense is going to create for you.
Dusty Stromer not shooting your bad percentage on the season, but Richard, it's been up and down.
Yeah, the consistency's not there, and that comes with time. He's a young guy. You're playing against some big-time athletes. Big-time road game the other night. That's going to come. He's clearly got the ability. You love the fact he can guard at a high level already, and more importantly, he's a great rebounder for a guard. That's just a huge benefit for GU. And you see that in the rebounding numbers. First game they've been out-rebounded all year was against the Huskies. Up to that point, this has been a dominant rebounding team.
Shot clock violation there, so Gonzaga basketball. Stromer. Here's Anton. Hangs, missed the shot, and the rebound cleared by number 23, Arico Gibson. Ryan Nembhard. He's the key.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's their best player, but he's certainly the most important player. Stromer from behind tips it out of bounds. And what I mean by that is they don't need him to be the guy getting every bucket and making all the big plays, but he has the ball in his hands so much, and he's so good with it when he makes the simple decision. They really need him to be consistent.
And he's got the steal here, the run out, the lay-in. The thing about Ryan you have to trust in the fact, look, that's a tough loss on Saturday. Not his best game, wasn't the best game for a lot of these Zag players. He's played in a lot of big games.
Yeah, I was just going to say that if you didn't. He has played in enormous games. And he's clearly a guy who's got a lot of confidence in his ability. But, we're 9 games in here playing the 10th game of the year. I think some of the turnovers are just, turnovers of effort, trying to do too much when sometimes just make the simple play. The home run play is going to be there, but you don't have to make that every time you have the ball.
Shot was off from Reginald Reynolds. Hickman transition 3. EK. Nemhard. Watson. The lob goes.
Yeah, and those are 2 good examples. First one, let Hickman fill the lane on the right side of the floor. Great little shovel pass to him, doesn't make it. And right there, just a little patient, lets Watson get in position, and a perfect pass for the dunk.
Chidi Uma, number 1 on the floor with the basketball. Hickman defending, Nemhard to help. 4 on the shot clock. Stromer denied the post. 11-2, Gonzaga looking for more. Stromer, transition 3. Bingo! Zags first make from downtown. They lead it early by 12. Dusty Stromer with his first field goal. Gonzaga's defense has been great to begin. Nemhard, the run out, and then the lob to Anton Watson. He's got a little more in those hops. Zags up 12. And welcome back. Time now for your Arby's fan trivia question. What is the Zags' all-time home record since the opening of the McCarthy Athletic Center prior to this season? So
I just want to make sure I understand.
We got to clarify.
We're not counting this year.
Not this year.
Okay.
So since it started, minus the wins this year or losses, what was their record? 295-6, 282-19, 288-13. Text your answer to 83200. And I'm just going to apologize to everybody at home. Somebody could have done the math for us and just said, to this point, this point today, how many games have the Zags lost in this building?
Someone asked me to do it and I forgot. It's my bad.
So it's on you. And the ball kicked out of bounds by Nolan Hickman. I actually think Dan Dickau's watching a little bit tonight for Portland, so I'm sure you wanted to say hi.
Just miss you, buddy.
Yeah, like a cold toilet seat. Yeah, Ben Gregg, I'm just kidding. I love you, Dan. Jun-Suk Yo and Ben Gregg on the floor for Gonzaga.
And I thought both had really good moments on Saturday.
And the drive, nice finish there by Jordan Johnson, graduate player out of Memphis, Tennessee. Gonzaga's assisted on all 5 field goals.
See how the ball just moving? Quick decisions.
And that's what they do, right? That's the staple of the program. They struggled with that on Saturday night. Ball poked away there from Ben Gregg by George Ivory, and I believe that's turnover number 1 on Gonzaga. It is. There's Ivory. Nemhard trying to poke the ball away, trying to run it down. Ivory got it back. This is just a 2, and he banks it in. George Ivory, and it's 14-6.
Still counts.
Absolutely. Here's EK. Catch. Left hand.
I love that move. When Graham's at his best when he goes quickly when he gets the ball. I think sometimes, particularly against guys with his size or more length, he'll want to back it down, and that's just easier to defend. When he's quick, he's got great feet and obviously a great touch around the rim. That's a great move for him.
There's Ivory. Nemhard up under the basketball. 6 on the shot clock. To the post. Raekwon Brown fouled by Ryan Nemhard. That is number 1 on Nemhard, number 1 on GU.
This is his quick fake over the right shoulder. You know he wants to go over that right with the left-handed jump hook. High off the glass. That's a big-time move. And what an addition Graham's been. Against UW, 18 points, 6 rebounds. Really, the only blemish would be he struggled with fouls. 4 games for Graham with 4 personal fouls, all against Power 5 teams. A couple others with 3 fouls. You'd like to see that number start to kind of trickle down. He just has such an impact when he's out there on the floor, particularly offensively.
EK out, Braden Huff checks in. This is a question for a guy who used to play the post with your back to the basket a lot. How many moves does a big-time back-to-the-basket post player need?
You need 2 moves and 2 counters.
There you go.
You need 2 moves and a counter to each.
And are generally they the same 2 moves and 2 counters?
I mean the great. I think Jokic has like 40.
Yeah. Well,
so
like,
yeah,
again,
I'm talking
he's
just
different, right?
Yeah. Generally speaking, you want a jump hook. Maybe you add a drop step as a counter, and ideally you're able to turn over your weak shoulder in either a left-handed jump hook if you're right-handed, or a little jump shot. But you don't need a lot. It's more about, can you get position? Are you decisive with your move? And defenses are gonna scout your primary move. You've got to have that counter. It's a lot like a perimeter player who's right-hand dominant. You've got to be able to still go left to some degree in order to try to keep the defense balanced.
Raekwon Brown, and jump shot goes. 16-9. Where were you? Were you above average with the number of moves?
Oh, I mean, it was countless.
We'll shoot free throws. All right. Like I'm so glad you're the one here tonight. Let's talk about.
Do you want to talk why? Or?
Well, let's really, during this broadcast, let's dig down on these post players.
Let's do that
for Gonzaga. Braden Huff, and he's wearing your number.
Well, all the greats. Think about it. Huff, Holmgren. I mean, it's such a long list, and that's really been my legacy, Greg. It's just, think of all these great players have come in after me that have wanted to wear that jersey.
And when Braden came, you said, "I want Fox's number."
He had to ask for it. I, of course, said yes.
And we had to get it from the rafters and bring it down. But break it down. Like the ceiling is what for him?
We were just having fun, and you took it a little too far, Greg.
Well,
I love the potential for Braden. I mean, he's obviously got a real knack for scoring. He's just super skilled on that end. I think this end of the floor, he's going to continue to grow. You'd like to see him maybe be a more consistent rebounder. But like a lot of young guys, he's going to have his struggles. Against Power 5 teams, he's averaging 5 points and 3 rebounds. Those numbers have to go up.
And welcome back to the McCarthy Athletic Center. Here is tonight's answer to the Arby's fan trivia question. If you guessed, and not only did you have to know the information, but you had to do some math too. If you're able to do them both correctly, and you picked Gonzaga's number 2, 282 and 19, you were absolutely right. Congratulations.
Yes.
Way to go. You are the fan of the night. Braden Huff, finish your thoughts.
Yeah, look, unbelievable upside. And you love his percentages. Inside the arc, shoots 70%, 10 of 21 from 3 this year. It just, he's instant offense off the bench. You just want to see maybe him have more of an impact with his size and physicality, particularly defensively and on the glass.
And how long, Richard, you played in the Big 12 to begin your career at Colorado. That jump shot at the horn falls off the rim. Offensive rebound by Raekwon Brown, and he's fouled underneath by Luka Krajinovic, his first, team second. How long did it take for you to get comfortable against bigger, stronger? Of course, not many were bigger, but certainly they were stronger, more skilled, whatever, right? As a young player, how long does that take?
The adjustment to the physicality of it didn't take very long. I was blessed being enormous, and pretty. I had good country strength to me, but it was more the speed, and then just having to make the decision making when you had the ball. At the high school level, you're presumably dominating at that level. You come into the Division I level, at a high major level, the game's just faster. You've got to make better decisions with the ball. And I think that's, Huff's clearly, he does that consistently, which is why you love his potential. It's just, you just want to see a little more production against some of these Power 5 teams they're playing, because they really need what he does on the offensive end.
He's got the ball now. Jump ball from the post is good. How about mentally? How long does it take for you to get right mentally where you're ready to go battle and not be out there to not screw up?
I had Rick Majerus tell me once, late Rick Majerus, all the great post players, big guys, love contact. They want it. They look for it. And I think that still holds true today. If you're going to be around the rim defensively or posting up, you want to initiate that contact. And so many players now today want to avoid that contact. I think great post players. I mean, look at Watson, what he does now. Ike, they search out the contact.
Watson was stripped with the ball, came right to Hickman. Stromer running the lane, went for the two-handed flush, and will shoot free throws. He was denied at the rim. Foul called on number 33, Jordan Johnson.
Well, good cut here. Nice little pass. Stromer trying to go up and get a poster, but the defensive comes over. That's a good foul at the rim. Nothing beyond that. What do you think about post play?
Well,
what's been the
I think
differentiator?
more about how long. Like, I wonder how long it takes a player. Is it the same for all of them? Maybe they're all different, but to get comfortable, right? So when we see Braden Huff go out and score 18-10 against a lesser opponent, but then struggles against one of the, he's going to get there. How long does it take for him emotionally, mentally, to get to a point where he can go out and perform at the same level, regardless of who's on the floor?
That is that's a question for each player.
That's the magic sauce, right?
Yeah, but the difference is when you're playing against some of these lower level teams, your confidence is there. You just already know I've got a size advantage, a skill level advantage. I'm going to have a good night. You play against some of these Power 5 teams and you're looking across and you're seeing a 7-footer, a guy who's 6'11", who's got his elbow at the rim, and that confidence maybe starts to dissipate a little bit. The great players are arrogant. That's a nice play from up.
Well, you must have been really arrogant.
You have no idea. And you have to have this irrational confidence. And here's the block from Huff. Holds his ground. He's definitely Gonzaga's best shot blocker up front. And that irrational confidence doesn't necessarily equate to I shoot the ball. It can be whatever your skill set is, whatever your role is. You have to believe. It's not an act. You have to believe I'm the best at what I do. And when I'm playing in a game, I'm going to be the best at what it is I do. So, in my case, obviously a lesser role. It wasn't to shoot, set screens, rebound when I had an opportunity, be confident I was going to make my shots. So it's not just the great players. To be a high-level player at this level, you have to have that confidence about you, regardless of who you're playing.
And I like the word belief. There didn't appear to be a lot of belief on Saturday in Seattle.
Yeah, look, if you get your shot blocked, who cares? Mark Few told me once it's the most overrated play in basketball. I mean, half the time you get the ball back anyway.
Did you do the blocking or did you get blocked?
I don't want to talk about that, Greg, but but there's some truth to that. If you're going in afraid to get your shot blocked, your percentages are already going down. Who cares? Make your move, play with confidence, and if you get blocked, you're going to get it back half the time, and you get another opportunity.
5 turnovers now for the Delta Devils. Watson, corner 3 is off. Stromer trying to tip it, keep it alive, and it goes out of play off of Raekwon Brown, Gonzaga basketball.
Yeah, but you love the offense so far tonight. A lot of inside out. You're getting the ball inside against that zone. It's collapsing, and you're kicking it out for good threes.
6 assists, 8 field goals. Stromer's 3 looks on, but long. Stroke looked good. Confident shot. That's the other thing. When you're a young player, I would imagine your confidence can get shook so easily.
Well, even older players. We've seen that before.
Mid-range jump shot off from Walter Hamilton. Stromer may have gotten a hand on the putback. Here's Krajinovic. He's got Stromer with him. Luka to the rim. Missed it. And Huff running the floor will shoot free throws.
It's the power of next play.
I like that. Okay.
Just if I miss a shot, make a mistake, I'm on to the next play. If I let that linger, if I hold on to that failure, I'm not going to do as well on the next play. And the young players in particular, they make a mistake, they drop their head, they miss a shot, they're in their head. you've got to let it go. It's the next play, the next thing in front of you.
Mariano Rivera.
You can take that and use that for your own life, Greg, if you'd like. It's not just basketball.
Well, I'd be trying to get past a lot of different things if I lived there.
Yeah, I mean, every time a fish gets off the hook, do you just quit? No, you just on to the next. Let's do it again.
Does the fetal position count?
Is there one fish that you can think of? Every fisherman has that story.
Trust me, the biggest ones always get away. Huff missing at the line, 22-10.
This is where Stromer, I think, is really good for a young guard. Defensively, it really showed in that USC game against Collier. Collier used his strength a number of times, but Stromer's there. He moves his feet, uses his length.
I think Long Beach State beat SC tonight, didn't they?
They did.
Jump shot at the horn. Quick outlet, Krajinovic. And the Devils doing a good job to get back defensively to slow down the break. Watson working around. Hickman now. Stromer. Wow. Hickman at the free throw line. Step back jumper. Good. Easy, simple play.
Get the ball inside to Huff. Doesn't force it. Kicks it out. Hickman, just a crafty play there from a veteran. Got to that high post area and just kind of held his ground, waited for the ball to find him.
6 Zags have scored. Watson clearing the miss. Anton with his second rebound. Zags had 5 players in double digits on Saturday. Huff. The flush. Another assist. You know, that's what's so crazy about that game on Saturday, that they just didn't finish. I don't think they played particularly well the whole game. Like, they put up 48 points at halftime, which is great, but I don't think their defense was great in the first half. They just didn't finish, Richard. They did a lot of good things.
And just got away from who they are and who they were most of that game.
Oh, Anton Watson staying with it. The miss by Krajinovic and the tip jam by Anton Watson. Find him more eligibility. Zags up by 18, 28-10. They look poised to finish tonight. Braden Huff, a flush. Watson, Krajinovic, back to Watson. Get up, big boy. 28-10. And welcome back. Gonzaga coverage of the game brought to you by Primera, proud partner of the Gonzaga Bulldogs. And we go back to this tip jam. Zags causing trouble on defense. And Watson with the finish.
Well, good hustle from Huff getting on the floor after nearly turning it over. And just Watson, I mean, how relieved was this staff when he decided to come back?
No, seriously.
I mean, honestly, right?
Yeah. And
listen, he's the glue.
There have been a lot of players, great players for Gonzaga over these years, and matchup problems. But can you imagine being a coach and trying to devise a plan to keep Anton Watson away from the ball?
Well, it's. You know, his scoring comes and goes. I think what makes him special is the fact that he can impact the game defensively on the glass. He's a really good playmaker for a front court player, and he's just the glue that holds them together, particularly on this end of the floor.
You've got to account for him on every possession on both ends.
I agree.
And there have not been a lot of players in Gonzaga's history where that's the case. We've had a lot of great offensive players that didn't defend well. We had a lot of guys that could defend, but they couldn't score well.
Right.
This guy's got it all.
Yeah,
Richard.
if you're talking about well-rounded players, I mean, it's not a long list. I think you're going to put Anton on that list.
Ben Gregg out there right now. He's one of the guys I think that's got skill at both ends.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Ben's year. And my favorite lineup for this Zag team is when they go 3 big, as Stromer gets cut back door there watching the ball, is when they go big with Greg, E.K. Watson, and either 2 of the 3, Nembhard, Hickman, or Stromer. I love the size that they can play with. I love the fact that offensively, Greg can stretch teams out. He makes good plays with the ball. He doesn't turn it over. And then obviously Watson's shooting a better percentage as well, so you get some shooting from him. And then defensively, you're enormous, and you can really rebound.
Tough pass there for Ike. And now a chance from the corner. That shot is off from Donovan Sanders. And then the miss by Raekwon Brown. But it's Ben Gregg's energy. Now the transition from Ben, the three is off. Nembhard with the loose ball. Stromer now tees up the three. That's off.
Yeah, to your point, I do love the energy and the emotion that Gregg plays with.
Yeah.
And that's contagious. So we've seen that.
He can't do enough of that.
No, I agree.
Like this team.
But this is a pretty stoic group.
It is extremely stoic.
He's the one guy who really he wears his emotions on his sleeve, and I think that's contagious.
Well, especially at home too, right? It gets the crowd in the game. I think it'll be big on Saturday over in Seattle. We have to assume that's going to be loaded with Zag fans in that matchup with the University of Connecticut. Ben's going to have to play a big game, big role.
Well, he's got the experience. It's just difficult to replace that. I mean, we talked about Huff and how talented he is, but Gregg in those games is going to be able to give you some production. I almost think he's better in those games than he is in these types of games.
Yeah, he knows how to, he knows how to pick his spots. And look, I've talked to Coach Few about Ben Gregg, and that's what he wants from Ben. He wants those minutes when he gets in the game, that he creates havoc, that he changes the emotional temperature of the game.
Yeah, it's not just his play, but what he does to the emotion of the game. A lot like Huff, really efficient offensively, 65% inside the arc, 8 of 19 from the three-point line on the year. And against those Power 5 teams, UW, USC, so on and so forth, averaging 7 points, 5 rebounds, only has 3 turnovers, and combined 10 blocks and steals. So it's not, I think last year was very much, if his offense wasn't there, his impact was pretty limited. That's not the case anymore.
And Ike and Ben Gregg there to contest the shot at the rim. So the Twin Towers for Gonzaga on the call defensively. Raekwon Brown has it tipped away by Stromer. Nembhard up the home run ball. Stromer the catch. And he is stripped from behind by number 10, Danny Washington. Gonzaga ball with 4:53 to play in this opening half. It's been a fast first half. Sure seems like it. But Gonzaga now no field goals in the last 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
Well, this is a quick turnaround from Saturday night. Late tip. And, that's an emotional game. That rivalry's real. Don't play UW maybe annually. We'll have some stretches where you don't play, but that means a lot.
Krajinovich's corner three is off. Ike the offensive rebound. Nembhard bounced to bed. Ike the catch, blocked from behind by Keorian Walden. And now a chance for the Devils at the other end, down 30-14. Stromer the defense, Brown with the ball. Back to Washington. Krajinovic stepped in front of that pass, and Luka fouled by Keorian Walden. And that'll put Dusty at the free throw line. So in a game like this, and this may be a bizarre statement, but I'm going to force you to answer.
I'm so excited.
If you've got a player that can shoot the three well and he's struggling, in a game like this, do you allow him to shoot anything but a three, like to work his way out? Like if Dusty Stromer, if you want him to shoot 45% from three, do you just put him in a game like this and say,
get up 10.
You're shooting 20 tonight?
No, I know. I think your sentiment's right, which is you don't want to dissuade him from taking good shots.
Yeah.
With that being said, I don't know if you want to emphasize it to the point where guys know when they're struggling. And
you could bury them if they don't go in, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I think you want shooters to get out of those slumps, if that's what it is, or those struggles, but you want that to happen a bit more naturally than that. You don't want to overemphasize the fact you're struggling from in that particular part of your game, and all of a sudden you take away from everything else you might be doing that's a positive to what it is you're trying to do.
Now, don't get me wrong. I think Dusty's going to be a great shooter. You can see it. The shot is there, right?
No, I don't think there's any.
The form is there.
Yeah.
It's just I think it's a confidence thing, and got to work your way out of it. And that's the problem. Once the college basketball season starts, like, there's no time for practice. Like, the games come, bing, 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 and your shoot-arounds, and you're doing a lot of walkthroughs.
Doing a lot of recovery time because your body gets worn down. You certainly can't spend the time in the gym that you can in the summer months.
Nembhard took it away, but then stepped on the sideline, gave it right back. Turnover number 5 on Gonzaga. .402 to play in this first half. Gonzaga's 7-2 rankings came out today. They fell from 7 to 10 following that loss against the University of Washington. They beat UConn on Friday. They're going to be right back up there.
I was going to say they'll probably move up the rankings, Greg.
God, I miss Dan tonight. Don't you, Richard?
I do miss Dan, although I'm starting to feel like you wish he was here instead of me. Now, let's make this as awkward as possible.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm enjoying myself with you tonight. Loose ball picked up. Chance for the Devils. Corner 3 from Washington. Danny Washington from downtown, his first field goal. Their first make from behind the arc. 31-17. It's such a weird season as Nembhard's 3 is off. Ben Gregg went right through Reginald Reynolds to try to get to that basketball and picked up the personal foul. 3:09 to play. The Devils, the corner 3, they trail by 14, 31-17. And welcome back. Now's your chance to see the Zags and support the local fight against cancer. Visit SpokaneArena.com. Purchase tickets today to the CCF Classic when Gonzaga takes on Pepperdine January 4th at the Spokane Arena. Tickets start at $49. Log on, purchase tickets today. It's an amazing thing to support, and it's an opportunity to see the Zags play Pepperdine too. So it's a win-win. Get out there.
Pepperdine, really talented and young.
And support the Community Cancer Fund with every dollar that you can. Zags, they're ranked number 10, 7-2. And look, this is why we need perspective in all of this. They're 7-2 with 3 really quality wins. They're ranked in the top 10. They
might as well just shutter the program, Greg.
Yeah,
just obviously just not working.
Yeah, well, look, the way social media works these days, and it's crazy. There's some energy.
Yeah, I love that
from Junio. I think he's going to earn more minutes if he comes in and can do that.
I just love the way he plays. He's shooting a knockdown of 3. Finally knocks one down. Has struggled throughout the year from the 3-point line as June. But look, he's enormous for a wing. He can guard his position on the perimeter. His mistakes are usually mistakes of effort. You can coach that. You can help a guy, play within himself. It's really hard to pull a guy out of himself. You don't have that problem with June. I think he's a good teammate, and he wants to make the right play.
Ben Gregg just picked up his 3rd personal foul, so he and Graham Ike go out of the game. Anton Watson, Braden Huff check back in.
Look, I don't care who Gonzaga plays this year. Junio can play in that game physically.
Yes.
And he can guard in that game.
Like he is right now in the corner.
That's a great place to start with the player.
But see, this is what I'm talking about. What I'm seeing from June, the moment he came on the floor, is they're playing one of the worst teams in college basketball. They're up by 17, and June, with a sense of urgency, is on the floor creating havoc. Hits a corner 3.
He wants to play.
He's a Zag.
He wants to play. I think we talked about that confidence earlier. He has that confidence. And he's got to get better. He's finally made a three-point shot. Has really struggled. It's hard to play a guy who teams don't think can make perimeter jump shots. He doesn't have to shoot a great percentage. If he can make 30 to 32%, that's enough. Teams have to account for you.
There's Anton. Lob, Huff.
That's a guy who's played over 4 years in college. That's that kind of play. Just catches it, turns, knows exactly where his teammate is. That is a nice pass from Watson.
There's not a coach in America that would not give huge NIL dollars to have Anton Watson on the roster.
I don't disagree.
Not a coach.
Look at his hands.
He does everything for you. And Anton already with 3 assists tonight.
Right there, like he just knows, all right, I'm seeing what's happening. I'm going to have to leave my guy to help challenge that shot.
Nemhard's 3. Anton on the glass, had it poked away. Uma came out of there with it. Chidi with the basketball now. There's Junyo trying to poke it away. Nemhard chasing the ball in the corner. Huff in the air and picks up the personal foul. And just so people know I'm not being cruel, Mississippi Valley State, the statistics tell us that they're one of the least competitive teams in Division I college basketball. Hey, I'm just calling it the way I see it, but they're competing tonight is my point. They're 0 for 9 and they're coming at the Zags. It's George Ivory in his second year. (36-18). $1:20 to play. Zag shooting 48.1%, 19 rebounds to 16. And Mississippi Valley State with 28% from the floor. Turnaround doesn't go. And that'll go back to Gonzaga. I believe that was Gibson, the basketball that touched on the end line. Actually, I was wrong. It's Darius Clark, number 13, not number 23. Arico Gibson. Anton going to work. 8 on the shot clock. Yo's jump shot won't go. Nemhard with the rebound. And he's fouled hard by Chidi Uma. And Nemhard will go to the line. Both teams into the bonus. Front end good by Ryan Nemhard. Nemhard hits a both. He's got 4 points in the game, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. And now the Delta Devils go to work. 15 on the shot clock. Shot was short from Reynolds, but another chance. This is Brown. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Gave up his dribble. Now Reynolds. And now Brown. Defense is there for the Zags. Nemhard came in and took it away. And now Nemhard on the move. Lightning. Pop! Went for the flush, missed it. And the rebound by Uma. Chidi now in transition right at Watson, missed his shot. And that's how the first half ends. Gonzaga up by 20, 38-18. Braden Huff had 8 points. Graham Ike had 7 points. Anton Watson had 6 points. Zag shot 43%. Mississippi Valley State 25.9%. 22 rebounds to 18 rebounds. First half in the books. Zags trying to get to 8-2 on the season. The lob works to Watson. Braden Huff will jam 2 home for himself. And then Anton Watson, the put-back flush. We're at halftime in Spokane. And welcome back. Happy holidays to all the Zag fans out there. Gonzaga up by 20 against Mississippi Valley State. We are at the half at the McCarthy Athletic Center. Welcome back courtside, Greg Heister, Richard Fox. And I don't know, we started the day talking a lot about Anton Watson, and we're going to talk about Anton again. Another big first half.
Well, why wouldn't we? Just on both ends, you see his impact. He's just steady. And you know what you're going to get from him every night. And quite frankly, it's durability. And just can I count on you? And with Watson every night now, the staff understands 6 points, 3 rebounds, efficient, 3 of 5, also 3 assists, no turnovers, all over the place. Plus 25 there in the first half was Watson. Just a really effective first half from him, and really what we've come to expect.
He's a lot to deal with, those big shoulders and the way he goes to the rim, and he flushes it home, and he's one of the guys that's always in the right position. Love watching him play. The bigs for Gonzaga, they got to get it. I mean, they played well in that first half, but again, a lot of the offense always goes inside, comes out. Gonzaga still didn't shoot the 3 well in that first half.
No, 2 of 12.
What do they do to get out of this funk, Richard?
Well, you said it. Do you just take as many threes as possible? I don't know if I would subscribe to that. Although that is an interesting way of approaching things. You have to just keep shooting. I mean, these are good looks. You're not getting contested threes that you're missing. You're getting often just naked 3-point shots. No one's around you, so you have to keep shooting it. This is clearly a team that's struggling from behind the arc. They've had moments where they've knocked it down, particularly when Huff and Greg get going from 3, but their backcourt has to start hitting shots. I mean, I think Nembhard 0 of 2 in the first half, Stromer 1 of 4. Those guys are, they play too much. They have to knock those shots down.
There's the old saying, fake it till you make it. Just keep shooting them. We're at the half at the McCarthy Athletic Center. Happy holidays. Gonzaga Halftime Report is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino. Join us at Coeur d'Alene Casino for a mouth-watering steak dinner, pampering spa treatment, or the hottest games around. Coeur d'Alene Casino, a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. Coeur d'Alene Casino, welcome home. And welcome back. Boy, there's nothing like 120 frames a second. Look at that slow motion. Look at that logo. It's like a Gonzaga C. All right, this segment's going to be all positivity because we've got Richard Fox.
That's right.
Most positive guy in the history of Gonzaga basketball.
I think
10
close.
assists to
Top
13 field goals. Positive.
Yeah.
Defense. Positive.
Yes, and this is a Sun Devils team that really struggles to score, but you've liked the activity level for Gonzaga. Mississippi Valley, 7 of 27 from the field, only 1 of 7 from the 3-point line. They coughed it up 11 times. Gonzaga for stretches here has just been active. The rotations are where you want them to be. It just the activity level, and then once they've been able to turn over Mississippi Valley State, they've turned that into 6 points in transition. And it's been everybody, the activity level, and it just leads to that easy offense. It's not just layups at the rim, but early offense in your half court. So you have to like a lot about what you saw from Gonzaga there on the defensive end.
And there's your first half stats brought to you by the Coeur d'Alene Casino. The Delta Devils shooting 26%, 1 of 7 from behind the arc. Zags 2 of 12, 17%, but 43% behind the floor. And look, they're not offensively in the sync that they were in a week ago, are they?
No, not even close. It feels like it's just a real struggle, particularly from the perimeter. For Gonzaga to score only +4 on the glass. This has been a team in Gonzaga, other than that UW game, has been outright dominant on the glass with the size that they can play with. Not a great effort there. I mean, obviously, Mississippi Valley State's missed a lot of shots. They have 8 offensive rebounds. You want to try to shore that up here in the second half and hopefully get going from the 3-point line.
But I think the second half's going to be different. Oh, here come the Zags, ranked number 10, up by 20. Back in a moment. And welcome back to the McCarthy Athletic Center. Zags out on the floor, getting some shots up. Number 10 Gonzaga, 38 Mississippi Valley State, 18. Heister and Fox. We remain courtside to the very end. We will be here. Graham Ike, he had a good first half, got him going early.
Yeah, I love just the it's hard coming off a loss, especially a loss like that. He played well against the Huskies, 24 minutes, 18 points, 6 rebounds, but struggled with fouls. Tonight, has stayed away from fouls, 3 of 4 from the field, 7 points, 4 rebounds. He's averaging coming into tonight nearly 4 offensive rebounds. The game had 2 there in the first half. He's been tremendous for GU, has really helped fill the void of Drew Timme leaving.
There you see Huff, E.K. Watson, 8, 7, 6 points respectively. Raekwon Brown led the Delta Devils with 7 points, 6 rebounds. He's played well. Zags as a team shot at 43%, 13 of 30 overall, 10 of 15 from the free throw line. But that 2 for 12 from behind the three-point line is a concern. You can't. Let me ask you this. There's this belief in college basketball today. If you don't shoot the three well, you can't ultimately get to the grand prize. Are you in agreement with that?
I mean, to a degree, you have to be balanced offensively. If you can't knock down the three-point shot, it's very difficult to win consistently at a high level. With that being said, if I can guard and rebound at an elite level, I can overcome that in a big game. And this team, I think, can do both those things at an elite level. Whether or not to do it on March, we'll find out.
There's other ways to win a game. More in a moment. Back to the McCarthy Athletic Center. Number 10 Gonzaga. 10th ranked team in the country, 38. Mississippi Valley State, 18. It's a good looking color of green. It's a good color. All right.
Well, let's see what the energy level here is for GU coming out of halftime. Well, certainly a lot to like there in the first half, but a lot left to be desired.
Hickman's 3. Bingo. Nolan Hickman with his first make. He's 1 for 2 in the game. Nolan shot him well in that first half the other night against the Huskies.
Yeah, I think Nolan's been good all year. He's double digits in every game. His shots improved in the last 5 games. He's shooting 48% from 3, so his jump shot is starting to click.
He's the only Zag in double digits every game this season.
Yeah, he's just been consistent throughout. And, he's playing off the ball.
High-low, EK to shoot free throws. If you coach Few, you want to see what? Knowing that the team still seems to be in a bit of a funk after Saturday. You want to see what this half, knowing that you've got, not arguably, I think the toughest test of the season coming Friday night.
Yeah, I don't think there's any dispute. Purdue's obviously very, very good as well. So pick whichever one you prefer. But I think it's more about the body language. Look, you lost. You got to get past the hangover a little bit here for GU.
And when I say the toughest test, when you combine in the fact they're coming off that loss against Washington and losing the way that they did, and now that could turn around.
And I certainly agreed. That loss felt different, feels different.
It did, yeah.
But to your key to the game, it's totally spot on. I mean, at the end of the day, nothing really matters. You've got to turn the page. And you have to believe what the early return showed you, which is that you're a really good team. And you had a terrible 10 minutes in Seattle. Don't let that carry over.
Backdoor cut worked for Raekwon Brown. And look, you bring up the loss to Purdue. They responded the next day with a win against Syracuse and then an amazing win against UCLA. EK battling for the offensive board. Another chance. Stromer, corner 3. Man, the shot looks beautiful. It's going to start to go. Dusty now 1 of 5 in the game. Missed by Donovan Sanders. Here's Nembhard. Hickman, transition 3, that's off. Dusty Stromer got caught in the air. And a whistle called and a foul on Dusty. That's number 1 on him, number 1 on GU this half.
What do you think? What are you looking for? I'm talking about their energy level.
I just want to see energy. I want to see guys beating their chest. I want to see guys getting their teammates going.
There was this team a week ago. It's amazing what a week does. I mean, we were talking about the swagger they played with, how cohesive they were, and that just doesn't feel the same tonight. It's hard. The students are here, but certainly not nearly the level of energy at the kennel. I think largely given the time of year of the opponent, but it just feels like a flat group.
Yeah, and that's the feeling I got even in the first half on Saturday against the University of Washington. UI, Dan, Chauncey, we were texting back and forth, and they looked flat to me the entire game on Saturday.
Well, to be clear, Chauncey and I did not participate, but enjoyed the 3,000 text messages
between Dan and I?
Between you and Dan, yes. No problems were solved, yet a lot was said.
But I know you were totally
I was just
them.
like Chauncey the whole time, was reading through them.
How is it that I can say such provocative things and you don't chime in?
There's something. It's called being desensitized. Even numb.
Oh my God, numb! I could see that. An incredible amount of self-control. Dan is weak. That's all I can say.
Falls for the trap every time.
Every time, he's an easy target. 45-23. Raekwon Brown jump shot. Stromer the rebound. And again, right now, the Delta Devils playing hard. That is Ernest Minton, the senior from Indianola, Mississippi, trying to get the ball. Ike.
Easy drop down inside to Ike. I love how quick he is with it. And if he can get to that left-handed hook, that is effectively an automatic for him. I don't care who's guarding him. He's so good with it.
And he's so broad when he turns his shoulders like that to shoot the jump. Like you can't. No defensive player can get to him.
Well, he's 6'9", 240 pounds. Yeah, if he gets both feet in the lane into that left hook, he's going to make it.
Sukio back on the floor for Gonzaga, number 21. Raekwon Brown with 5 second-half points for the Delta Devils. Backdoor cut. Watson the block, but Jordan Johnson got it back. 5 on the shot clock. Elbow jump shot, missed everything. Watson with the loose ball, but right now Mississippi Valley State is fighting.
They're scrappy.
And a foul called on the catch against Reginald Reynolds.
Well, this is a team in Mississippi Valley State, to your point earlier, just statistically ranks at the bottom in most, on the aggregately in Division I, but 0-9 on the year. But you would not know that with their effort tonight. They keep coming at Gonzaga with what they can.
GU with 10 offensive rebounds. Mississippi Valley State with 9. The overall rebounding differential just a +4 for Gonzaga. Shot for 3 on the way off from Donovan Sanders. Here's Anton. Hickman into the corner. Nembhard, mid-range.
That's a nice looking shot for Nembhard. You wish he'd go to that more often, particularly when he's in the lane, going downhill.
Ryan's got 6. That backdoor doesn't work to Raekwon Brown. Turnover number 12 against Mississippi Valley State. Ryan Nembhard now 2 of 5. Watch him go to work here. Pop. 2 for 5, 4 rebounds, 3 assists for Ryan Nembhard. And welcome back. 47-23 our score. Mississippi Valley State, founded in 1950. A little over 4,000 students there, member of the Southwestern Athletic Conference. And Chauncey Jones, a 49ers fan, made sure that we got this in. So, of course, we're going to talk about Jerry Rice, who came out of Mississippi Valley State. 81-84 played there before bringing his show to the NFL and starring for the San Francisco 49ers. And then for the Los Angeles or Oakland Raiders, I forget one of them, but He was great. I'll give you this. Jerry Rice was great. Was he the greatest receiver of all time?
You know, I don't know. I think of guys like Randy Moss.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
I just it's hard. You know, and
I think like
it's
Lynn
also
Swann
one of the
and
most
John Stallworth.
And I know you don't mean it this way. It's also one of the most ridiculous questions in that. Who knows? They were all exceptional. You know, like, okay, you pick Jerry Rice first, I'll pick Randy Moss second. We're kind of tied up. We both elite at the wide receiver position.
I don't know. I think in fantasy, I'm taking Randy Moss.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Graham Ike the catch. Anton Watson the finish, and he'll shoot free throws. I'm being facetious. Jerry Rice is certainly in the top 3 or 4.
See, Chauncey and I are the same. He's not falling in for the bait.
No.
He's not in our ear right now.
Like, it's my job to say provocative things, and you just look at me like it didn't register at times. I'm like, is Richard okay?
That must be what my 7-year-olds feel like sometimes.
Mama, is Daddy okay?
I'm acting.
He's just
I'm saying
looking at
something
me.
ridiculous, and he's not responding to me.
Anton Watson, 8 points. Braden Huff in. Now some pressure by Gonzaga. Junio trying to pin the ball over here with Hickman. Ooh. Almost a turnover there. But now the Devils go to work into the lane. Bounce in the corner to Ema. Chidi.
Look at the effort here from June. Earlier,
he wants to play. He's like, Coach, put me in. Keep me in. Good defense there by Huff. Off the drive from Jordan Johnson. Dusty Stromer up off the bench. He'll be checking in. Yo from the corner.
Well, and if he makes those shots, he will play. More and more and more, because on this end of the floor, he can play today. He can play Friday against UConn on that end of the floor. Question is, can he play offensively consistently enough and knock down enough shots to force teams to really game plan for him when he's on the floor?
June now 2 of 3 from behind the arc. 14 minutes to play. Danny Washington, this is a 2. Braden Huff the rebound. And now he'll push it. Nembhard driving the baseline, left it for Ike. Good offense, good finish.
Simple play there. Turns down the 3, does Nembhard. Quick drive on the baseline, and Ike does a good job working himself up the lane enough to create a little passing angle, and a nice finish with the left-handed hook.
Zags on an 11-0 run. Ryan Nembhard now 6 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers. And the elbow jump shot is off from Reynolds. Back come the Zags again, pushing. Near side, Nolan Hickman. Trying to go to Huff, but threw it off his left hand. And the behind the back pass from Danny Washington.
Nice pass.
54-25. Corner 3, Sukyo. Huff running it down, can't get to it.
So that's not a good shot from June. Same spot as before, but quick in the possession. You've got a defender in your area, so you're rushing the shot. Be patient. You know, you're going to get an opportunity later in the possession or later in the game to take a similar shot, but on your own terms, you're not going to be rushed.
Do we call that a heat check?
I just think a guy who's excited, who's playing well and wants to keep making plays.
Nembhard left it for Huff, and the flush. And that even got Coach Few excited. And there's the defense on the drive by Reginald Reynolds. Foul called. And that's on Graham Ike. 11:57 to play. Ike, Hickman, Nemhard. Braden Huff. That's fast break offense. Oh, we got the super slow-mo tonight. Braden Huff. And welcome back to the McCarthy Athletic Center. Here's your Idaho Central Credit Union upcoming schedule for Gonzaga. Right now, I think the only game that really matters is Friday night in Seattle against UConn. They're the defending national champions. First, they beat Gonzaga a year ago in the Elite Eight. They're 9-1 this season, led by Tristan Newton. Give us an honest assessment of Gonzaga's chances Friday night.
They're going to be asked to do a lot. This is a UConn team that is about as well positioned as anybody's been in recent memory to repeat. And we haven't seen that since Florida in the mid-2000s. They certainly lost a lot, but they go a solid 8 deep. They've got great size inside with Klingon, Newton, Spencer. They just have good players on the floor at all times.
Suk-Yo! Wow, the block at one end took it coast to coast, but missed the finger roll.
Power outage there. Jumped a little too far out to get the dunk done, but how about you? I mean,
but that's the energy. We're right,
Jones.
Jones.
I love everything about.
I'm not taking him out of the game. And there's the block and the foul called on June, but he met the ball carrier in the air. Now he's upset with himself. This is what I like to see, Richard.
Yeah, welcome aboard. Been on this train since the beginning of the year. Good block. Eyes up. He's going to go, trying to make a play.
He's like, get it out of here.
Well, what's your view on the game on Friday night?
Rico Gibson at the free throw line. I think the Zags will win. I just believe. And I think, listen, basketball is the strangest game. And the old adage, you just got to score more points than your opponent.
I've heard that one.
It's so true, though. Like, you just got to stay in the game, give yourself a chance to win it down the stretch, and believe. And I think this Gonzaga team will rise to the occasion. And crazy things have happened over there in this, used to be the battle in Seattle. I don't call it that anymore, but crazy things have happened in these games over there.
I want to see, is this an angry team?
Yes.
On Friday?
Yes. Like, I come out of the chute like a bull in a bullfight.
Yeah, like we're here for a fight today.
Yeah.
We're going to be the more physical team. We're going to get up into you. This is a UConn team that is, in their own right, exceptional on the glass. You've got to win the battle on the glass against UConn.
Listen, if I'm Coach Few, I'm calling Drew Timme an hour before the game, and I'm getting him on a video conference call. Like, you cannot forget what UConn did you in the NCAA tournament a year ago either. There's a lot to be angry about in this game on Friday night, Rich.
I don't disagree.
And you put those letters on your chest, and you can't forget these things. Yo lining up the three. Ben Gregg trying to keep it alive. 56-25. But you're right. UConn is going to be a physical team. They're going to try to just bring that physicality. You got to match it.
And they're really quick with their decisions. They share it. They'll push it. And they defend. I mean, you have to be strong with the ball. We've seen Huff and Gregg tonight have been, just sloppy with the ball. The ball's going through their hands. Some of these turnovers from GU tonight, I mean, those are automatic points on the other end against a team like UConn. It's Huff with a nice little quick spin to the baseline, gets his left-handed jump hook off. You have to value the ball. And I think at times this team here at Gonzaga, they're just careless with it. They don't appreciate what a turnover can mean. And UConn, better than anybody they've played this year, makes you pay if you turn it over.
Outlet to Stromer. Dusty.
I think we're in agreement, though. We want to see.
Yeah, win or lose, you just want to see him punch somebody.
Yeah, just you're going there for a fight. Yeah. And you're right. You go to UConn, you go to Kansas, you go to Gonzaga because you're good. And you got to have a swagger about you when you go and play those games.
And you got to earn it, right? Like Gonzaga goes down on Friday night, you just got to make sure that UConn earns it.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure if you lose, make sure they beat you.
Yeah. Here's Stromer on the baseline, bounce. Nice catch by Huff.
Yeah, tough catch.
And Gonzaga now leading at 62-27. And we're waxing on over here in our suits and ties about being tough and looking to punch somebody.
I've seen you wear shorts in like negative 10-degree weather, man. You're as tough as anybody I know. I don't even go outside if it's 5 degrees. Different kind of toughness.
It is a different type of toughness. There's a lack of intellect that's involved in that one. There's a 3 from the top of the arc.
Poor decision making potentially.
Good looking shot there from Rico Gibson, the senior from Memphis.
Gonzaga here trying to get somebody in the high post.
Braden Huff dribbling out of the double team, and now, boy, that's got to be a foul when they come over your head to try to catch or grab the ball. Gonzaga now 18 of their 22 field goals assisted. Huff with the takeaway.
It's Stromer. Who's he remind you of, Greg?
I don't know. Oh, gee. No, he doesn't. Oh, gosh. And welcome back. Your Gonzaga Hoops Play of the Game brought to you by Multicare Health System. Whether you're at home or in the kennel, Multicare's team of doctors, nurses, and specialists partner you with all season long. And it's Hickman, Nemhard, and Braden Huff.
Gonzaga 10 points in transition tonight. It's been a staple of this program. It's getting easy buckets in transition. This is a great example, and credit Huff for running the floor.
You know what that looked like? That looked like Mahomes to Travis Kelce and the lateral backwards for a touchdown.
I mean, I know that play didn't count, but for Kelce to throw that.
Yeah, it was spectacular. Glad the Bills won that.
You are a New York guy.
Yeah. Well, I grew up just south of Buffalo. Grinovich. Here's Stromer. Luke into the corner. Yo feeling it. That one's off. Stromer trying to tip it to the corner. And Huff can't get there. So June now 2 of 6.
That made his first 2 or 2 or 3. Oh, of 3 here in the last few minutes. I don't mind that one. A little later in the clock. Good ball movement.
Oh, I thought he was going to shoot it again.
I was going to say.
Grinovich. Dusty, corner 3. June Yo ran it down and then was fouled. Late whistle, and June was like, hey, wait a minute. .705. Zags now with 22 attempts from behind that three-point line. And Joe Few checking in. He can bury a few threes. I think sometimes you got to shoot your way out of a slump.
Yeah, well, I think Dusty tried tonight. You know, 2 of 7 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3. Almost got to your 10.
No, actually, I said 20, but oh. There's June down the lane. Look at that guy go to the rim. Ben Gregg with a follow. That's what Ben Gregg can do.
Yeah, I love the drive from June. Look, for the most part, he's taking good shots. I may want a couple of those threes back, but I like that drive. And it's not, he missed it, but him attacking the rim opens up the offensive glass.
Joe Few with it. He's got Krinovich. Luka the catch and the finish. .66-30. It's a good catch by Krinovich. Joe Few with the assist. And Few the rebound. Got it to Ben Gregg. Here's Braden. Huff. Jump hook goes. Braden Huff with 16. Interesting, Braden has not shot a 3 tonight.
Yeah, just putting his work inside. He's got the 3-point shot down, shoots a great percentage. And we've seen what he can do on the low block as well tonight. We just, if Gonzaga gets production from him in that painted area against some of these better teams, it's going to go a long way in those games. Particularly with some of the foul trouble that EK's had. When you lose EK, you don't have much scoring inside.
Great catch there by Braden.
Yeah, Braden really, as great, as tremendous as Watson's been this year, he's not a guy you throw to on a low block. Greg, much the same way. Greg, a face-up guy, 3-point shot, cuts to the rim, that kind of thing. Huff has got the ability to, you can throw it into him, and he can get you 2 points.
Settles in at the line. Won't get the roll.
No. I've got to give a quick shout-out tonight here, Greg.
Yes, do that.
Got some of my closest friends, Zach and Jerry Cunningham. Zach, Principal Cataldo, complete stud. Jerry, none of us understand why she chose Zach, but she's made that decision. They've
gotta live with it.
Gotta live with it, and especially now they've welcomed their son.
It's a long, arduous road.
It is, and we're here for you, Jerry.
Hang in there.
August, Gus, Harrison Cunningham, healthy boy. Mama's doing well, so just want to give them my love and excited to see them when they get home.
I don't know you, but
you like them.
I'm pretty sure
Ultimate Zags, both of them.
Yeah, good.
Graduated from GU.
And congratulations on the little one, huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I hope my buddy got one more morning of sleeping in, because those are gone.
No, like everybody always complains about that, but I'm like, you miss those days.
Sleeping in, I do.
No,
my wife would be rolling her eyes to see.
You miss those days. There's June. And 2 more free throws coming. Ben Gregg, Pavle Stosic, the freshman from Serbia, on the floor now for Gonzaga, number 14. So you look at those players over there on the bench. Are you excited to go Friday?
Oh, yeah.
You're wanting the opportunity, right?
Yeah, I think tonight's good. You get on the floor, it's a quick turnaround, so in a lot of ways you kind of have to. It forces you to start turning the page from what happened on Saturday night. But I think you also want to have the proper perspective, which is it's one game. It's a long year. You weren't going to go undefeated this season.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would hope so. I would think so. I mean, it's going to be the biggest game, maybe of the outside of Purdue, Arizona, but probably the biggest game of the weekend. It's going to be an unbelievable environment in Seattle. Effectively a home game, you would think.
Bang! Ben Gregg from downtown.
Yeah, this is why you come to Gonzaga. Am I wrong? It's to play in those games.
That's why I come to watch them.
I get that.
Hey, Ben Gregg just turned and fired. That's a good sign. 74-35. And nice finish there by Darius Clark. Stosic posting up. Krajinovic, Ben Gregg. Turn down the 3. Here's Joe Few. 12 on the shot clock. Stosic picked it up, finishes with the left hand.
Right place, right time there.
76-37. Look, the Zags have held this team that averages just a tick under 50 points a game. Got a chance to keep them under 40 in this game tonight. Stosic to the corner. Krajinovic bounce. Ben Gregg to finish. And Ben will shoot free throws. When we come back, 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the final warm-up before the showdown with the Huskies of the University of Connecticut. Zags will go to Seattle for the showdown on Friday. Up big. We'll wrap it up when we come back. And tonight's Spiles of the Game brought to you by Delta Dental. We're on a mission to help make Washington State 100% cavity-free. To learn more, visit cavityfreewa.com. Brought to you by Delta Dental of Washington, proud supporters of Healthy Smiles and your Gonzaga Bulldogs. I got to get some of those lights. Those are cool. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, we're getting close to another Christmas season. Well, the season's here. Today is.
Are you
getting close?
Are you ready?
No. I'm it's like when I was in school, I never studied. I want to take the test and test my real knowledge. Like, I'm better at Christmas under pressure.
Okay.
That's last second. How about you? Are you ready?
I got the best deal, man. And it's doesn't say a lot about me, I suppose, but after many years of effectively failure and missing the mark, my wife now buys her own presents.
Oh, and just sends you the bill.
Wraps them up. And then is gracious enough to open them up at Christmas. I swear
that is not the truth.
I get her stocking stuffers. I have failed so many times. I know.
God.
I probably should have said that on live TV.
I cannot believe you just.
I know.
Like, I give you a lot of credit on one hand, and on the other hand, I'm like,
I thought this was a safe place.
Smokes.
I thought this was like the nest. We could just talk about what.
No.
Yeah, I do good in the stocking stuffers.
My God. You don't even buy her gifts at Christmas.
I give her
Christmas.
I give her some
It's
stuff.
Christmas.
But, like stocking stuffers, gift cards. And
you're bah humbug.
I every year I ask, can I do it? And she says no.
Don't waste money.
I like our deal. Yeah, it's.
Oh my God.
She's always happy. Very happy with Christmas. The one thing I'm good at to try to redeem myself a little bit is I am great at buying jewelry.
For her, I hope.
Yes.
Okay.
We just accepted the fact that she's going to return 95% of what I get. So
it's not the thought that counts in your
apparently
house.
Not.
It's the bling. Oh, wow, that's great. That's the best thing you've ever said on a broadcast. I'll never forget that. 2:03 to play. Gonzaga 78. Mississippi Valley State 37. And Pavle Stosic at the free throw line. Played with the Serbian top 18 national team before coming to Spokane to play for the Zags. 6'9", 215-pound freshman. And Jun Yo, earning minutes. Luka Krajinovic. Joe Few the drive. Hangs off the glass and then rim and falls off. Had a good look at it. $1:40 to play. Richard's gotten awfully quiet. Are you ashamed?
I mean, the amount of disparaging texts I'm getting from friends is
really.
I don't know if I've ever regretted saying something more in my life.
They
the
didn't know either,
I am getting.
Yeah, that's really funny. Oh my gosh! Minute 24 to play.
Now I feel like
called on Stosic.
Now I feel like I need to go buy her stuff. Just
like McDonald's bucks or
what she's just gonna
gift
not
card?
even open the gift and just look at me like, did you keep the receipt? Don't joke on this.
That's just great. What's the worst thing you ever bought her? What would she say?
I bought her
last 10 for 3.
3 years ago was when this started. I bought her a flannel button-up shirt. I thought it looked really good in Nordstrom on the mannequin. I thought that looks cute and comfy. I mean, to say she was mortified. You've met Colleen.
Yes.
To say, something she would never wear. She was this weird combination of like thought it was funny. She was mortified.
Oh, this is fantastic. I'm dying.
Yeah.
And so you looked at that and said, "Oh, I'd wear that." She would too.
It looked great in the store, and I don't know.
Has she ever worn a flannel before?
I know. No, I went to Athleta like 5 years in a row.
Joe Few for 3. Oh, it rimmed out.
Athleta 5 years in a row. It's like Lululemon.
Yeah.
And finally, she's like, "You need to stop. I only need so many, like, comfortable,
Oh, man, it's another you need to stop.
Let's stop talking about it now.
Well, it's too bad Dan wasn't here for this one.
I can't be the only guy out there.
You might be. Big rebound there by Ernest Minton. Another chance. 12 seconds to go. And that's going to do it. 78-40 our final. Zags now 8-2 on the year. And I always ask you this question, Richard, but these are warm-up games, right? When you build a schedule, you throw these in between tough stretches. Did Coach Few and his staff get out of this game what they hope?
I think that's a little bit hard to say, Greg, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. No one got hurt. I think all these minutes are really important for June. I think he's a guy who's going to help you win a really important game at some point this year, and these minutes are going to be invaluable for him. If nothing else, this is kind of the start of the process to say we're moving on. Let's go to Friday.
All right, we're going to take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll have an interview, I believe, with Braden Huff. Gonzaga wins it 78-40. They're now 8-2 on this season. Connecticut next. And welcome back to the McCarthy Athletic Center. Time now to announce tonight's player of the game, presented by A to Z Rental. No job too big or too small. 8 convenient locations. We rent everything. Let A to Z Rental be your most valuable player, and it is Braden Huff tonight. 17 points, efficient night, 7 of 9, 4 rebounds, even 3 steals. Braden Huff, our A to Z Rental player of the game. And we are joined by the talented redshirt freshman right now. You're watching your highlights. Do you like what you're seeing?
Yeah, they didn't get the free throws in there, so that's nice. But yeah, no, it was a fun game.
Yeah.
Good game.
Yeah, you got to the line 8 times. Okay, coming off the game against Washington, knowing that Connecticut is next, did you guys get what you needed to get out of this game, Braden, to feel confident and prepared for Friday?
Yeah, for sure. I think the UW game was a tough one. The way it ended. We knew we needed to bounce back. Nice thing about this was it was a quick turnaround. So although bodies might have been a little sore, we were able to get that bad taste out of our mouth and kind of bounce back. And now we can get ready for a good opponent on Friday.
What's the emotional health of this team right now coming off a loss like that?
Yeah, I mean, a loss like that, especially against an in-state team, is never fun. But we got a good group and a tight group. So I think we'll be just fine. We'll bounce back and we hold each other accountable every day in practice, and I'm not too worried about this group.
Going to circle the wagons.
Yeah, Braden, what's so impressive about how you've started this year is just how comfortable you feel, particularly here at home.
Yeah.
Talk about just briefly what that redshirt year meant for you and how you felt to start this season. It just seems like it's clicking right away.
Yeah, the redshirt year was great for me. I think just every day going in practice against guys like Drew, Anton, Ben was awesome, and I was just able to take things from them, guys who've been playing college basketball for a while, and kind of utilize that on the court. So even though I'm technically a freshman, it doesn't necessarily feel like it at times. I think I've got that year under my belt just to kind of get stronger and learn from guys, and the coaching staff was great for me, and it kind of gave me a little bit of a head start. Yeah.
Braden, you didn't shoot a 3 tonight. Was that the plan?
I mean, that was kind of what the defense was giving me.
Okay.
I think Coach Michelson, he'll get on me about that. He wants me to get him up, which isn't the worst thing in the world. That's what you want your coach telling you. But he'll make sure I get some threes up next game.
All right. Richard and I talked a little bit about this. Not only is this UConn a top 5 team in the country you're facing on Friday night, it's also the team that ended the season and the career of Drew Timme last year in the NCAA tournament. So I'm wondering what the mindset is going into this game.
Yeah,
for you guys?
we understand they're a really good team. They got a good amount of their guys back from last year and added some guys too. So we know it's going to be a big test. And like you said, last time we played them, they knocked us out of the tournament. So a little bit of bad taste in our mouth, and I think we're ready to get out there on Friday and just see what this team's made of. And it's going to be a good test for us.
Boy, that gets me fired up.
Yeah.
That gets me fired up.
I'm looking forward. I don't get to play in the game. I can imagine.
We got to call the Cowboy, get him on the line. That's what we got. We got to get old Drew on the line and get the team fired up.
For sure. He'd give us something good.
Yeah, Ray, congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, good to see you. Thanks
well done,
for joining
buddy.
us.
Well done.
Braden Huff, our A to Z rental player of the game. This is the game. Friday night against UConn. They are the defending national champions. 7th meeting now between Gonzaga and UConn. And the Huskies lead that overall series 4-2. UConn good again this year, Richard. You really kind of highlighted that when you talked about them earlier. They're 9-1. Tristan Newton, 17 points a game, but they're more than just one guy.
Yeah,
they're physical. They're defensive. They're like all around built to win a championship.
Yeah, I mean, Newton's averaging over 20 on the road. I mean, he plays well home and away. Spencer, the transfer from Rutgers, has been everything they could have wanted. Yeah, he was awesome against North Carolina. Brings a real swag and energy to to that team. And then Klingon inside, he's different than Edey. He's not quite as dominant. They don't play through him nearly the way that Purdue plays through Edey. But his impact defensively is much the same. I mean, he is very difficult to score on around the basket. It's just going to be interesting. The matchups are what are going to be fun. There are a lot of high-level players on the floor for both sides. It's not often in college basketball. You really focus on the team, the collective. I think you're going to see some really great high-level one-on-one matchups throughout the game.
And the key? Do you think, what is the key? What are you going to point to it? If Gonzaga does this?
I think if they win the rebounding battle, they have a chance to win that game. And if they make three-point shots while doing that, I think they win the game.
Rebound, kick out, bang.
This is a UConn team that's just as good as Gonzaga on the glass. You've got to dominate that part of the game, in my opinion. You've got more depth up front. And if Huff and Greg can knock down some three-point shots, but if Stromer can get going, Nemher can get going, you're really hard to guard. I think that's going to be the difference. It starts with the rebounding, and if you can make some shots, I think your chances of winning are really high.
All right, Zags with 3 scores in double figures tonight. They win at 78-40. They get to 8-2 on this season. They're ranked in the top 10 in the country, and the great showdown with the University of Connecticut up next on Friday night. Ladies and gentlemen, happy holidays. For Richard Fox, I'm Greg Heister. Good night from the McCarthy Athletic Center.